It may not look like much, but this could be the most ingenious answer to poverty alleviation yet. Behind me, I have a traditional pit latrine. It's dirty, it's stinky, and it's full. This is the future. Let's take a look. It's called an eco-sound toilet, and while some of the more intrepid travellers amongst you may have visited something similar, let me tell you something. I can't smell a thing, and there's barely a fly to boot. Let me show you how it works. So you do the number 1s in the front, number 2s in the back, and then instead of water, we have ash, just from the kitchen fire that we put over here. So this is where it starts to get interesting. Unlike in a traditional pit latrine, where everything goes into the same hole, here the urine and faeces are separated. The urine comes through the pipe and into the plastic jerry can. The faeces come over here. And in a country where 80% of the population is dependent on agriculture to survive, this is farmers' gold.
We no longer treat human excreta or urine as a waste. It is in fact a resource as far as agriculture is concerned. So this project started in the year 2002 as a pilot project to test out whether it can be acceptable in an urban setting like Kampala. So far, we have managed to put up 149 eco-sound toilets, while the community initiative, they have constructed about 50 of them.
As we're trying out this project, we did a characterization study, seeing the soil composition. The consultants from Makerere University who did the characterization study were very amazed by the very low nitrogen concentration in our soils. And they couldn't recommend a fertilizer because our farmers cannot afford those fertilizers. First of all, they are very small-scale farmers, and being small-scale, it was not very economical for them to buy fertilizers because our fertilizers are sold in big quantities. So what happens? Urine is a solution. Let's try it.
And what financial difference have you seen now that you're using your own urine instead of having to buy store-bought products?
Ebiseera biri nga tugula eddagala eritta ebiwuka. Ssente zaffe zaagendanga nnyingi ate nga ebiwuka oluusi tebifa nga bisigalamu mu ttaka naye nga tetwala ssente nnyingi kugamba kisinziira ku bito ku lusuku nga tutwala at least omwaka tusobola okukozesa emitwalo 10.
Basically, urine is obtained from the eco-sound toilet. In its form, it's quite concentrated and has therefore got to be diluted. If it's not concentrated, it may scorch the plants. So it is diluted with water in a ratio of 1 to 2 and sometimes 1 to 5, depending on the type of crop you are going to use it for fertilizer. So after diluting it, is applied straight to the roots, to the foot of the plantation, allowed to soak into the ground. In that way, it will fertilize the ground, but at the same time kill off the pests that would attack.
We visited Tanzania, we visited South Africa, we visited Kisumu. Most of them were looking at the sanitation element. Actually, the reuse aspect was more of, in that context, a taboo still. They were saying that one may not be acceptable to the cultures of our people, but let us first soak pit it until they learn how to use the toilets, and then we shall come in later and show them how to use the nutrients.
Abantu abamu batya okukozesa urine kubanga kintu kya si kirungi kiranga waste product tebakikkiriza naye bwe tugera tusoma tukiyiga nga tikirungi kubanga tukikozesezza enva zaffe zigula bulungi ate ziwooma tekirina mutawaana senga abantu bayigirizibwa ne tubagenda nga bategeera ekintu bayisobola okukozesa urine.
So Francis, can you tell me what we're seeing here with these banana plants?
Well, the banana plants, as you can see them, their leaves are pale. Those down at the back, you can see that they have utilized urine, and The leaves are very green, dark green, which shows that photosynthesis is working very well because of the components which are given to the plant from the urine. That is nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium.
Kirabika nti wansi kirinayo ki? Ekiwuka. Kubanga era tekiriiko ki? Musulo. N'endagala oziraba engeri gye zikozeemu. Bino bye bimu ebyetaaga kati okugenda nga twongerako ki? Omusulo, tubiyiweko omusulo.
Those plants that you can see over there were planted on the same day like this one where we can see. And there's a big difference in the height and the size. And even the branches, if you look at that branch, is far bigger than this one. Yet they were planted on the same day.
Enjawulo weeri olw'ensonga. Waliwo ebitooke bye twasooka okuteekako omusulo ogwo. Nabiri n'oli manure owaki owabbi. Byo biri bulungi. Olaba nti bizze mu ngeri ki enjimu. Ate waliwo ebirala byo ebyali tebigenzeeko biri side eri. Byo tebikola ki tebirabika bulungi.
So I never thought I'd be doing this, but here I am sitting on a pile of human faeces. And just for the record, I can't smell a thing. It's been mixed with ash, it's clean, despite the fact we're sitting under the midday African sun. So with the ecological sanitation pilot project coming to an end in Kampala, its major challenge at our faeces is the logistics of transporting from places where the faeces and urine is in excess to farms like here where it's needed. If they can get that right, it's a sustainable solution to poverty alleviation.